My 16-year-old daughter called me an abusive monster in front of our family therapist. 3 weeks later, I found out she wasn't mine, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me take you back to where it started. The day everything I thought I knew turned to ash. It's a Thursday, March 23rd. I leave the hospital early for the first time in months. There's a surgery scheduled for tomorrow morning, a triple bypass on a 58-year-old man named Donald Peterson, but today I decide I'm going home, to my wife, to surprise her on the eve of our 20th wedding anniversary, 20 years, 2 decades of marriage, 16 years of being a father. I pull into the driveway at 3:45 in the afternoon. Sarah's car is there, so is another one I don't recognize, a blue Honda Civic. I tell myself it's probably one of her yoga friends. Sarah's always had yoga friends over. It's fine. It's normal. I use my key. The house is quiet. Too quiet. Sarah? No answer. I walk through the living room, past the mantel where our wedding photo sits in its silver frame, the one engraved with Thomas and Sarah forever. We're on a beach at sunset. She's smiling at the camera. I'm looking at her. I remember that day. I remember thinking I was the luckiest man alive. I hear something from the back of the house, the yoga room. A voice, low, male. My feet carry me down the hallway before my brain catches up. The yoga room doors open 6 inches. I push it wider. Sarah is on the mat. She's not alone. The man is maybe 40, fit, handsome. His hand is on her waist. Her head is tilted back, laughing at something he just said. They haven't seen me yet. Sarah! She whips around. Her face drains of color. The man steps back, his hands rising like I'm pointing a gun at him. Thomas, you're home early. I can't speak. My mouth opens. Nothing comes out. I'm a cardiac surgeon. I've held beating hearts in my hands. I've made decisions in seconds that determine if someone lives or dies. But right now, standing in my own home, watching my wife scramble to her feet while another man grabs his shoes, I can't form a single word. This is David, Sarah says, like that explains anything, like a name makes this okay. He's my yoga instructor, David Morrison. That's what he says his name is, hand extended like we're at a networking event. I don't shake it. I just stare at him until he drops his arm and edges toward the door. I should go, David mutters. Yeah, I finally manage. You should. Sarah doesn't try to stop him. She just stands there, arms crossed over her chest, watching him leave. I hear the front door open, close. His car engine starts, drives away. We're alone now. How long? I ask. She doesn't answer right away. She's looking at the floor, at the yoga mat, anywhere but at me. Sarah, how long? Does it matter? Yes, it matters. She sighs, like I'm being unreasonable, like I'm the problem here. A while, she says. A while, a month, a year, 10 years. I don't know, Thomas. I don't keep track. Something in her voice makes my stomach turn. It's not guilt. It's not even shame. It's annoyance, like I'm inconveniencing her by coming home early to my own house. Where's Lily? I ask. My daughter. Our daughter. She needs to know. She needs to know what kind of person her mother is. Sarah's eyes snap to mine then, and for the first time I see something other than annoyance. I see calculation. Don't you dare, she says, voice low. Don't you dare tell her. She deserves to know the truth. The truth? Sarah laughs. It's bitter, sharp. The truth is that you're never here, Thomas. You're always at that hospital, always choosing strangers over your own family. Lily barely knows who you are. That's not true. Isn't it? When's the last time you went to one of her art shows? When's the last time you had dinner with us? You're a ghost in this house, so don't you dare act like you're the victim here. I hear a sound, the front door, footsteps. Mom, I'm home. Lily. Sarah looks at me, and I see it in her eyes. A warning, a threat. Where's Lily? Sarah calls back, her voice suddenly bright, cheerful. She needs to know you're not who she thinks you are. Lily appears in the doorway 30 seconds later, 16 years old, long brown hair, green eyes, my daughter. Except when she sees me standing there, sees her mother's tense posture, her face changes. "What's going on?" Lily asks. I open my mouth to tell her, to explain, but Sarah beats me to it. "Your father came home early," Sarah says, her voice trembling just slightly, perfectly. "He's upset." "Why?" Lily looks at me. There's already something in her expression, something defensive, like she's already choosing sides. "Because I caught your mother with another man." I say it plainly, factually, because that's what it is. A fact. Lily's eyes widen. She looks at Sarah, then back at me. I wait for her to process it, to be shocked, to be angry at her mother for betraying our family, but that's not what happens. "So what?" Lily says. I blink. "What?" "So what if she was with someone else? Maybe she has a reason. Maybe you drove her to it." The words hit me like a physical blow. I actually take a step back. "Lily, no." She cuts me off. Her voice is rising, angry. "You don't get to come in here and play the victim, Dad. You're never here. You don't care about us. You only care about your stupid job and your stupid patients." "That's not true." "It is true." She's shouting now. Her face is red, tears in her eyes. But they're not sad tears. They're furious. "You make Mom miserable. You make me miserable. And now you want to act like you're some kind of saint because you caught her trying to be happy?" I look at Sarah. She's watching Lily with something that looks almost like pride. "Lily, sweetheart, let's calm down." Sarah starts, but it's for show. I can tell. "No, I'm so sick of this." Lily turns on me fully now. "You don't get to control her anymore. I won't let you." Control her. The words echo in my head. When have I ever controlled Sarah? When have I ever controlled anyone? David Morrison is still there, I realize. He must have come back in. He's hovering near the front door, looking uncomfortable. Lily's phone buzzes in her hand. She glances at it, types something fast. Her fingers are shaking. "Lily," I try again. My voice sounds strange, distant. "Your mother is having an affair. You understand that, right? This isn't about control. This isn't about my job. This is about trust, about our family." "Our family?" Lily laughs. It's harsh. It sounds too old for 16. "We haven't been a family in years. You made sure of that." She turns and walks out. I hear her bedroom door slam upstairs. The whole house shakes. Sarah and I stand there in the yoga room. David has disappeared again. It's just us now. Just me and my wife of 20 years. "You need to leave," Sarah says quietly. "This is my house. Then I'll leave. But you need to stay away from Lily right now. She's upset." "She's upset? I'm upset, Sarah. I just caught you." "I know what you caught." Her voice is flat now. No more performance. "And you need to deal with it like an adult. Lily doesn't need you making this worse." She walks past me, heads upstairs. I hear her knock on Lily's door. Hear her voice, muffled and soothing, comforting our daughter who just defended her. I stand in the empty yoga room. The mat is still on the floor, indented where they were sitting, where he was touching her. If you've ever been accused of something you didn't do, you know that feeling where the truth is in your throat, but no one will listen. That's where I was, and I had no idea how much worse it would get. I don't leave. I go to my study instead, close the door, sit at my desk, and stare at the wall. My phone rings. It's Robert, my best friend, also a surgeon at the hospital. "Hey," he says, "just checking if you're still good for tomorrow's bypass. I know you left early today." "I'm fine," I say automatically. "You don't sound fine." I tell him all of it. Sarah, David, Lily's reaction. He listens without interrupting. When I finish, there's a long silence. "Jesus, Tom," he finally says. "I'm sorry." "She defended her, Rob. My daughter looked me in the eye and told me I deserved it. She's 16. She doesn't understand." She understands enough to choose sides, and she didn't choose mine. Another pause. What are you going to do? Robert asks. I don't know. But that's a lie. I do know. I know I need help, professional help, family therapy, something to make Lily see the truth, to fix whatever is broken between us. I call a therapist, Dr. Patricia Reynolds. She comes highly recommended. She has an opening in 3 days. I book it. Three days later, we're sitting in Dr. Reynolds' office, me, Sarah, and Lily. The room is painted a soft blue. There are tissues on every surface. A white noise machine hums in the corner. Dr. Reynolds is maybe 55, kind eyes. Graying hair pulled back in a bun. She has a small digital recorder on the table between us. I record all sessions with client consent, she explains. It helps me review and provide better care. Is everyone comfortable with that? Sarah and Lily nod. So do I. Dr. Reynolds presses the red button. The recording light blinks on. Let's start with why you're here, she says, looking at me. I tell her about the affair, about Lily's reaction, about wanting to repair our family. Dr. Reynolds takes notes. Then she looks at Lily. Lily, how do you feel about what your father just said? Lily's jaw is tight. She's been staring at the floor since we sat down. He's lying, she says. About the affair? No, about wanting to repair our family. He doesn't care about our family. He cares about himself. Can you give me an example? And that's when Lily starts talking, really talking. She tells Dr. Reynolds that I am controlling, that I monitor Sarah's spending, that I get angry when dinner isn't ready on time, that I once threw a plate during an argument. Every word is a lie, but she says them with such conviction, such detail. He's emotionally abusive, Lily says, her voice shaking. He makes my mom feel small. He makes me feel small, and I won't let him do it anymore. Sarah reaches over and takes Lily's hand, squeezes it. Support, solidarity. I'm frozen. I can't speak, can't breathe. Dr. Reynolds is watching me carefully. Then she looks at Lily. These are serious allegations, she says slowly. Lily, can you give me one specific example with a date? A specific incident where your father was abusive? Lily opens her mouth, closes it. Her eyes dart to Sarah. There are a lot. I can't remember specific dates. That's okay. Just pick one. The most recent one you can think of. Lily's face flushes. It's not like I keep a calendar of every time he... What about the plate? Dr. Reynolds prompts gently. You mentioned he threw a plate during an argument. When was that? I don't remember exactly. This year? Last year? I think it was maybe 2 years ago? And where were you when this happened? Lily freezes. Her mouth opens. Nothing comes out. Sarah jumps in. Dr. Reynolds, I don't think interrogating our daughter is helpful right now. She's clearly distressed. I'm not interrogating, Dr. Reynolds says calmly. I'm asking clarifying questions. Lily, were you in the kitchen, the dining room? Were you home when this happened? I don't remember, Lily whispers, but Dr. Reynolds is still watching her, still taking notes. I can see it in the therapist's eyes. Something's off. She knows it. The session ends. 20 minutes later, we schedule a follow-up. On the drive home, Lily won't look at me. Sarah drives. I sit in the passenger seat, staring out the window. That night, I lie in the guest room. I've been sleeping there since the confrontation and replay the session in my head. Lily's accusations, her inability to provide details, the way Sarah coached her responses with a look. And then I think about something else, something I noticed during the session but didn't process until now. Lily's eyes, green, bright, beautiful. My eyes are brown. Sarah's eyes are blue. I know genetics. I'm a doctor. Brown and blue can make green. It's possible, but it's rare. And the more I think about it, the more I remember Lily as a baby, those green eyes. Sarah's family all has blue eyes. Mine all have brown. Where did the green come from? I grab my phone, open the photo app, find a picture of Lily from last week. Her junior year school photo. I stare at it. Then I do something I probably shouldn't. I open a browser, type in David Morrison yoga instructor. His studio has a website. There's a photo of him on the About page. Mid-40s, smiling, green eyes, the same sharp jawline, the same wavy brown hair texture, the same nose. I put the phone face down on the nightstand. My hands are shaking. No, I'm being paranoid. I'm looking for problems that aren't there. Lily is my daughter. She has to be, but the doubt is planted, and it's growing. The next morning, I drive to work early. Robert finds me in the doctor's lounge before rounds. "You look like hell," he says. "Thanks." "How'd therapy go?" I tell him, about Lily's accusations, about her inability to back them up, about the therapist's suspicion. And then I tell him about the eyes, about David Morrison, about the resemblance I can't unsee. Robert doesn't say anything for a long moment. He just looks at me. And I can see the same thought forming in his head that's been haunting me since last night. "When did Sarah start going to that yoga studio?" he asks quietly. I pull out my phone, find Sarah's membership card photo from when I was looking for her insurance information last year. There's a date on it. "Member since 2008, I read aloud. "When was Lily born?" "September 2008. Robert closes his eyes. "Tom, I know. You need to... I know. 17 years. 17 years ago, Sarah started going to that yoga studio. And 9 months later, Lily was born. The math is right there. Undeniable. Unavoidable." "Get a DNA test," Robert says. "You need to know for sure." "She's my daughter." "Then prove it." I want to argue, want to tell him he's wrong, that I'm overthinking, that this is just stress and paranoia and betrayal making me see conspiracies where there are none. But I can't, because deep down, I already know. I already know the truth. I just need the paper to confirm it. That afternoon, I leave the hospital during lunch, drive to a lab across town, a place where no one knows me. The technician is a young woman, maybe 25, professional, neutral. She hands me a DNA test kit in a white envelope. "Cheek swab for you, cheek swab for the child," she explains. "Mail it back in the prepaid envelope. Results in 5 to 7 business days." "Can you email them?" I ask. My voice sounds hollow. "Yes, we'll send them to the address you provided." "And if I'm not the father, what does it say?" She looks at me with sympathy. She's done this before. She knows why I'm here. It will say excluded as biological father, and the probability will be 0%. 0%. "Do you want us to call when they're ready?" she asks gently. "Some people prefer a call. Just email them," I say. I take the kid home, wait until everyone's asleep, sneak into Lily's room with a flashlight. She's 16. She sleeps like the dead. I swab the inside of her cheek. She doesn't wake up. Then I do my own. Seal both swabs in the provided tubes, put them in the prepaid envelope. The next morning, I drop it in a mailbox on the way to work. 5 to 7 business days. I can survive 5 to 7 days. I have to. The email comes on a Tuesday. Subject line, DISPA DNA test results, confidential. I'm at the hospital, between surgeries. I'm scrubbed out, sitting in the doctor's lounge with a protein bar I haven't touched. My phone buzzes. I see the sender, Gene Lab Diagnostics. My hand shakes as I unlock the screen. I don't open it right away. I sit there for maybe 2 minutes just staring at the subject line. Once I open this, once I read what's inside, there's no going back. Whatever I've been telling myself, that I'm paranoid, that I'm wrong, that Lily is mine no matter what, all of that ends the moment I click that email. Robert walks in, sees my face. "Is that..." I nod. He sits down next to me. Doesn't say anything, just sits. I open the email. There's an attachment, a PDF. DNA paternity test results, Thomas Bennett. I download it. The file opens. There's a lot of technical language, genetic markers, allele sequences, numbers and charts I barely process. But at the bottom, there's a summary box, bold text. Based on genetic markers tested, Thomas Bennett is excluded as the biological father of the tested child. Probability of paternity, 3%, 0.0%. I read it again and again. The words don't change. Robert leans over, reads over my shoulder. I hear him exhale slowly. Tom. I stand up, walk out of the lounge, down the hallway, out the back entrance to the parking lot. I don't know where I'm going. I just need air. I need space. I need this to not be real, but it is real. It's there in black and white. Scientific, irrefutable. I'm not Lily's father. 16 years. 16 years of birthday parties and skinned knees and bedtime stories. 16 years of dance recitals and parent-teacher conferences and teaching her to ride a bike without training wheels. 16 years of loving her with everything I had. And she's not mine. I taught her to ride a bike. I stayed up with her when she had nightmares. I paid for her braces, her art classes, her everything. And she thinks I'm a monster. She actually believes it. My phone rings. Robert. Where are you? He asks. Parking lot. Come back inside. I can't. Tom, come back inside. You have a surgery in 2 hours. Donald Peterson's bypass. You need to cancel it. What? Cancel the surgery. I can't. I can't do it today. There's a long pause. Robert knows better than to argue with me right now. Okay, he says quietly. I'll cover it. But Tom, you need to go home. Don't drive around. Don't do anything stupid. Just go home. She's not mine, Rob. I know. 16 years, she's not mine. I know. How do I tell her the truth when she's been taught to hate me? How do I explain that the person she thinks I am doesn't exist, and neither does the person she thinks she is? I hang up, get in my car, drive, but I don't go home. I drive to the house on Wednesday afternoon. Sarah's car isn't in the driveway. Lily's at school. I park down the street and wait until I see Sarah leave. She's got her yoga bag, which means she'll be gone at least 90 minutes. I use my key. The house is quiet. I'm not here to pack my things. I'm not here to wallow. I'm here to find answers. Because here's what I realized last night, lying awake in a hotel room. Lily's accusations in therapy weren't random. They were too specific, too practiced, but also too vague when pressed for details. Someone coached her. I start in our bedroom, Sarah's side of the closet. I go through drawers, shelves, boxes, nothing, just clothes and shoes and the usual clutter. Then I try her nightstand, old magazines, receipts, a journal, but it's from 2015, before any of this, before the accusations, just mundane entries about errands and appointments. I move to the office, file cabinets, medical records, tax returns, nothing useful. I'm about to give up when I remember the attic. We never go up there. It's full of old boxes, holiday decorations, things we're supposed to sort through but never do. I pull down the ladder, climb up. It's dusty, hot, boxes stacked everywhere. I start opening them at random. Christmas ornaments, old textbooks from Sarah's college days, photo albums. And then I find a trunk in the back corner, locked. I pry it open with a screwdriver from my car. The lock breaks easily. Inside are 5 journals, different colors, red, blue, green, black, brown. All Sarah's handwriting, all dated. The red one says 2016-2017 on the spine. I open it to a random page, March 15th, 2016. Today, I told Lily that Thomas shouted at me in the kitchen last night. She looked confused at first. I don't think she remembered hearing anything, but I reminded her she had her headphones on. She accepted that. She looked a little scared. Good. Fear is useful. If she fears him just a little, she'll be more likely to believe me when I need her to. I stop reading, read it again. My hands start to shake. I flip to another entry, June 3rd, 2016. Lily asked if Daddy really forgot her dance recital last month. I said yes. Truth is, he was there. I saw him in the back row, but I told her he didn't come. She cried. It's working, slowly, but it's working. Another entry, August 12th, 2018. Today I told Lily that Daddy said she was a mistake, that he never wanted kids. She cried all afternoon. I held her and told her it wasn't her fault, that some men just aren't cut out to be fathers. She believed me. She's believed everything so far. I'm going to be sick. I flipped through the journals. 5 years worth of entries. 5 years of systematic, calculated lies, planting false memories, coaching responses, building a case against me in my own daughter's mind. There's an entry from January 2020, 2 months before I caught Sarah with David. Lily asked if Daddy really yelled at me last night. I said yes, even though he was on call and didn't come home. She believed me. She always believes me now. It's taken 4 years, but she's fully on my side. If Thomas ever finds out about David, she'll testify against him. I've made sure of it. 4 years. Sarah has been doing this for 4 years. I sit on the attic floor, surrounded by boxes and dust and these journals that document the systematic destruction of my relationship with my daughter, entry after entry, lie after lie. And the worst part, some of the entries have Lily's reactions documented. Lily said, "But Daddy's always nice to me." I told her that's how abusers work. They're nice until they're not. She looked uncertain, but I could see her filing that away. Good. Lily tried to defend him today, said he's never been mean to her. I cried and told her he's mean to me, and that's just as bad. She apologized and hugged me. Progress. I take photos of every page, every entry, all 5 journals. My phone's storage fills up. I don't care. This is evidence. This is proof. Not just of Sarah's affair, of something worse, something calculated and cruel. She weaponized our daughter. She spent years turning Lily against me, preparing for the day I'd find out the truth. I find one more entry from 2018, a different tone. Lily drew a picture today in art class. She showed it to me. It was the 3 of us, her, me, and Thomas holding hands, everyone smiling. She was so proud of it. I told her it was beautiful. Then I told her to draw what it feels like when Daddy gets angry. She looked confused, said Daddy doesn't really get angry. I insisted, told her to draw how scary it is when he raises his voice. She did. A stick figure, Daddy with an angry face, red scribbles everywhere. I told her she drew it perfectly, that she was very brave for showing me how she really feels. She looked uncomfortable, but she accepted it. I kept the drawing. I closed the journal, put them all back in the trunk, take one more round of photos to be sure. Then I hear it. A car in the driveway. Sarah's home early. I climb down from the attic as quietly as I can, pull the ladder back up. I'm halfway down the hallway when I hear the front door open. Thomas? She knows I'm here. She sees my car. I come down the stairs. She's standing in the entryway, yoga bag over her shoulder, staring at me. "What are you doing here?" she asks. Her voice is careful, controlled. "I live here. You know what I mean?" I look at her, really look at her, and I don't see my wife anymore. I see a stranger, someone who spent years manipulating our child, someone who destroyed a family on purpose. "How long have you been planning this?" I ask. "Planning what?" "Turning Lily against me." Something flickers in her eyes. Wariness. "I don't know what you're talking about." "The journals, Sarah. I found the journals." Her face goes pale, just for a second, then she recovers. "You went through my things? You spent 4 years poisoning our daughter against me. You documented it. Every lie you told her, every false memory you planted." "That's not August 12th, 2018. You told Lily I said she was a mistake. I was at a medical conference in Boston that week. You made her cry and then comforted her for something I never said. Sarah's jaw tightens. You don't understand. Then explain it to me. She drops her yoga bag, crosses her arms. For a moment, I think she's going to deny it, come up with some excuse, but she doesn't. I did what I had to do, she says quietly. You had to lie to our daughter. You had to make her afraid of me. I had to protect her. From what? From me? I never hurt her. I never hurt you. What were you protecting her from? Sarah looks away. From the truth. The truth. The DNA test. Lily's paternity. You knew, I say slowly. You knew she wasn't mine. Of course I knew. And you spent 16 years lying about it. You let me raise her, pay for everything, love her, and the whole time you knew. You're a good father, Sarah says, and she sounds almost sincere. You were exactly what I needed. Stable, reliable, safe. Safe. David and I, we couldn't be together back then. He was just starting his business. I needed security. You gave me that. I'm hearing the words, but they don't make sense, or maybe they make too much sense. So you used me. I gave you a family. You wanted kids. You got one. She's not mine. She's been yours for 16 years. Biology doesn't erase that. I laugh. It's bitter, harsh. And the journals, the lies, the abuse allegations, how does that fit into your noble plan? Sarah's expression hardens. I needed insurance. Insurance? In case you ever found out, in case you ever tried to leave, I needed to make sure Lily would stay with me, that I'd have full custody, that you wouldn't be able to turn her against me. So you turned her against me first. I protected my interests. My interests, not Lily's interests, not our family's interests, hers. Does she know? I ask. Does Lily know she's not mine? Sarah's eyes narrow. No, and you're not going to tell her. The hell I'm not. If you tell her, I'll destroy you. Sarah's voice is ice now. I have 4 years of documented abuse. Lily will testify. You'll lose your medical license, your reputation, everything. Those are lies. Doesn't matter. She believes them, and once I'm done, everyone else will too. We're standing 10 feet apart. I'm looking at a woman I thought I knew, a woman I loved. I built a life with her, and she's threatening to destroy me with fabricated evidence and a daughter she weaponized. I got a DNA test, I say. Sarah freezes. It came back yesterday, 0% probability. So the truth is out there now, documented, scientific, and I have photos of every page of your journals. For the first time, Sarah looks genuinely afraid. You can't. I can, and I will. Lily will hate you. Lily already hates me. You made sure of that. Sarah's face twists. She doesn't hate you. She's on my side. That's what daughters do. No, Sarah, that's what you made her do for 4 years, systematically, on purpose. I turn to leave. Where are you going? She asks. To talk to a lawyer, and then to figure out how to tell our daughter the truth. She won't believe you. I stop at the door, look back. Maybe not, but I have to try, because unlike you, I actually love her. I drive straight to a law office. Robert recommended a guy, Marcus Whitman, specializes in family law. I call from the parking lot, tell him I need an emergency consultation. He has an opening in an hour. When I walk into his office, I'm carrying my phone with hundreds of photos of journal entries. The DNA test results, a timeline I scribbled on hotel stationery at 2 a.m. Marcus is maybe 45, sharp suit, sharp eyes. He listens while I talk. I show him everything, every journal entry, every text I found, the DNA test, the therapy recording Dr. Reynolds sent me yesterday when I requested it. He listens to the recording, Lily's accusations, her inability to provide specifics, Dr. Reynolds' gentle but pointed questions. When I'm done, Marcus leans back in his chair. This is parental alienation. he says. Textbook case. And you have documentation. That's rare. Can we use it? Absolutely. The journals are devastating. The DNA test proves motive. And the therapy recording shows the coaching in real time. When Dr. Reynolds asks for details, Lily can't provide them because the events never happened. What about Lily? If we go to court, she'll have to know everything. Marcus nods slowly. Yes, she will. And that's going to be the hardest part, because right now, she believes her mother. She's been conditioned to believe her. When you present evidence that it's all lies, it'll destroy her. It'll free her. Marcus corrects. It's going to hurt, no question. But living in a reality built on lies, that destroys people slowly. Better to tear the bandage off. Here's what I want to know. If you found out someone manipulated your child against you for years, would you tell the child the truth, even if it destroyed their world? Or would you stay silent to protect them from pain? Comment truth or silence. I'll tell you what I chose. Marcus starts building the case. We need more evidence, more documentation. He tells me to go home, to the hotel where I'm staying, and write down every false accusation I can remember, along with where I actually was during those times. I spend the next 3 days doing exactly that. Meanwhile, I go back to the house one more time. Sarah's out again. I find her old phone, the one she upgraded from last year, in a drawer in the office. It's still charged. She never wiped it. I turn it on. There are text messages, hundreds of them. I scroll through Sarah's conversation with David Morrison. Most of it is mundane, plans to meet, comments about yoga poses. But then I find something from December 2019. David, what if she finds out someday about Lily? Sarah, she won't. I've made sure of it. David, but what if Thomas figures it out? Sarah, then Lily will defend me. I've been working on it for years. She's solidly on my side now. If he tries to leave, she'll testify against him. I've made sure of that too. David, made sure how? Sarah, let's just say he won't look like the good guy if this goes to court. Trust me. I screenshot everything, send it to my personal email, then I keep scrolling. There's more. From March 2020, right before I caught them. Sarah, I think he's getting suspicious. He asked about my yoga schedule. David, what did you say? Sarah, I told him I'm training for a certification. He believed it. He always believes me. David, what if Lily finds out the truth about her paternity? Sarah, she won't. And even if she does, by then she'll hate him too much to believe him. I've made sure of it. I read that last text 3 times. She doesn't know. Lily doesn't know. All this time I thought maybe Lily was in on it, that she knew the truth about her paternity and was helping Sarah cover it up. But she doesn't know. She genuinely believes I'm her father, and she genuinely believes I'm abusive. Because Sarah convinced her I am. The relief is overwhelming, and so is the horror. My daughter is a victim, too. I bring everything to Marcus, the texts, the screenshots, the timeline. He reads through it all. Then he looks at me. Thomas, this is worse than I thought. Your wife didn't just have an affair and lie about paternity. She engaged in a multi-year campaign of psychological abuse against your daughter. She created a false reality to control both of you. Can we stop her? We can expose her. Whether that stops her depends on Lily. Once she knows the truth, she gets to decide who she wants in her life. And if she doesn't believe me, then we let the evidence speak for itself. Marcus schedules a meeting. Both lawyers present. Me, Sarah, and all the evidence laid out on the table. But before that meeting, I do something else. I go back to the house. This time, I bring a voice recorder, the small kind you can hide in your pocket. I confront Sarah one more time, record everything. Did you manipulate Lily against me on purpose? I ask. I did what I had to do, Sarah says. Did you tell her lies about me, make her afraid of me? I protected her. From what? From finding out the truth and choosing you. There it is, on tape, in her own words. She did it on purpose, to keep Lily from choosing me if she ever learned I wasn't her biological father. I stop the recording, walk out. Sarah calls after me. You're going to regret this, Thomas. I'll make sure you lose everything. I turn back, look at her one last time. No, Sarah, you already did that. You spent years making me lose my daughter, but the difference is I'm going to fight to get her back. What are you going to do when she finds out you stole her childhood? I leave before she can answer. The meeting happens on a Friday morning, conference room at Marcus's law office, long table, too many chairs. Sarah arrives with her lawyer, a woman named Jennifer Corso, mid-40s, expensive suit, the kind of attorney who smells blood in the water. I'm already there. Marcus next to me. And spread across the table between us is everything. The DNA test, printed pages from all 5 journals, screenshots of the text messages, a laptop with the therapy recording queued up. Sarah walks in, sees the evidence, and stops. What is this? She asks. Sit down, Mrs. Bennett, Marcus says. Not unkindly, but firm. Jennifer Corso looks at the table. Her expression changes. She's done this long enough to recognize when her client is in trouble. They sit. Marcus starts talking, calm, professional, methodical. We have documentation of a 4-year campaign of parental alienation, he says. 5 journals written by Mrs. Bennett detailing systematic lies told to the minor child about her father. We have text messages between Mrs. Bennett and her affair partner discussing the manipulation. We have a DNA test proving Mr. Bennett is not the biological father, information Mrs. Bennett has known for 16 years and concealed. And we have a recording from family therapy showing the child has been coached to make false allegations. He slides the DNA test across the table. Sarah doesn't look at it. Jennifer Corso picks it up, reads it. I watch her jaw tighten. We also have this, Marcus says. He plays the therapy recording. Dr. Reynolds' voice fills the room. Lily, can you give me one specific example with a date? There are a lot. I can't remember specific dates. That's okay. Just pick one, the most recent one you can think of. Silence. Lily's voice, smaller now. I don't remember exactly. What about the plate? You mentioned he threw a plate during an argument. When was that? I think it was maybe 2 years ago. And where were you when this happened? Another long pause. I don't remember. Marcus stops the recording. The child can't provide details because the events never occurred. But if you read Mrs. Bennett's journal entry from 3 weeks prior to this session, he slides a printed page across the table. You'll see she wrote the script. Quote, Today I told Lily about the time Thomas threw a plate during dinner. She looked confused, probably because it never happened, but I assured her it did and that she was too young to remember clearly. She accepted it. Jennifer Corso reads the journal entry, then she looks at Sarah. Is this your handwriting? She asks. Sarah doesn't answer. Mrs. Bennett, I need you to answer the question. Is this your handwriting? Yes, Sarah says quietly. Marcus continues. We have documentation of false memories planted, events that never happened, and systematic coaching over multiple years. Mr. Bennett has alibis for every single allegation, hospital records, conference schedules, credit card receipts showing he was out of town during incidents he allegedly committed at home. He spreads more papers across the table. It's overwhelming, damning. Jennifer leans over to Sarah, whispers something. Sarah shakes her head. Jennifer whispers again, more urgently. My client would like to take a recess, Jennifer says. No, Marcus replies. We're not here to negotiate. We're here to present the facts. And the fact is, your client engaged in parental alienation fraud by concealment regarding paternity, and coached a minor to make false allegations. The only question now is whether this gets resolved privately or publicly. "What do you want?" Jennifer asks. Her tone has changed. She's not looking for a fight anymore. She's looking for damage control. "Full custody to Mr. Bennett," Marcus says. "Supervised visitation for Mrs. Bennett, pending evaluation. Immediate cessation of all contact between Mrs. Bennett and the minor child until the child has been informed of the truth and has had appropriate therapeutic support." "That's not," Sarah starts. "That's generous." Jennifer cuts her off. She's read enough of the evidence. She knows what this looks like in court. "Your client has 1 week to agree," Marcus says. "After that, we file. And when we file, all of this becomes public record. The journals, the texts, the DNA test, everything." Sarah's hands are shaking. She's gripping the edge of the table so hard her knuckles are white. "You can't tell Lily," she says, her voice cracks. "You can't tell her about the DNA test. It'll destroy her." I speak for the first time. "You already destroyed her, Sarah. You spent 4 years making her believe I'm a monster. Now she gets to know the truth. She'll hate me." She should. Sarah looks at me, really looks at me, and I see it then. Not guilt, not remorse, but fear. Fear of losing control. Fear of being exposed. Fear of consequences. Jennifer whispers to her again. This time Sarah nods. "We need time to consider the terms," Jennifer says. "You have 72 hours, Marcus replies. "After that, we're filing." The meeting ends. Sarah and Jennifer leave. I sit in the conference room, staring at all the evidence still spread across the table. "That went better than expected," Marcus says. "Better?" "She's going to settle. Her lawyer knows she can't win this in court." "And then what?" "Then you tell Lily the truth, and you hope she's strong enough to survive it." I don't wait for Sarah to settle. I can't, because every day I wait is another day Lily lives in a lie. I call Dr. Reynolds, tell her everything. She listens without interrupting. "Thomas," she says when I'm done, I suspected something during our session, but I had no idea it was this extensive. I need to tell Lily, but I need help. I can't just drop this on her and walk away." "You shouldn't, and you won't. When are you planning to tell her?" "As soon as possible." "Then I'd like to be there. Not in the room, but nearby. Available if she needs immediate support. We schedule it for Monday afternoon. 3 days away. The longest 3 days of my life." Monday comes. I pick Lily up from school. She's surprised to see me. Sarah usually does pick up. She gets in the car, backpack slung over one shoulder, earbuds in. "Where's Mom?" she asks. No greeting, no hello. "She's at home. I wanted to talk to you." "I don't want to talk to you." "I know, but you need to hear this anyway." She crosses her arms, looks out the window, 16 years old and already an expert at silent treatment. I drive to Dr. Reynolds' office. Lily realizes where we're going and tenses. "I'm not doing therapy with you," she says. "Dr. Reynolds is just going to be there as support. This isn't a session. I need to tell you something important, and I want someone there who can help if you need it." "I don't need help." "Maybe not, but I do." Dr. Reynolds is waiting in her office. Same soft blue walls. Same tissues everywhere. But this time there's no recording device on the table. Just 3 chairs arranged in a small circle. Lily sits as far from me as possible. Arms crossed. Defensive. Dr. Reynolds starts. "Lily, your father asked me to be here today because he has some information he needs to share with you. It's going to be difficult to hear, but it's important, and I'm here to support you both as you process it." "Whatever," Lily mutters. I take a breath. There's no easy way to do this, no gentle approach, just the truth. "Lily, 3 weeks ago I got a DNA test." She looks up. "What?" "A paternity test to see if I'm your biological father." Her face goes pale. Why would you? Because I needed to know. And I pull the paper from my jacket pocket, the DNA test results. According to this test, I'm not your father. The probability is 0%. Silence. Lily stares at me, then at the paper, then back at me. That's not, you're lying. I'm not lying. I hand her the paper. She takes it with shaking hands. She reads it. I watch her eyes scan the text, the charts, the summary box at the bottom. This is fake, she says, but her voice wavers. It's not fake. I had the test done at an independent lab, but Lily, that's not the worst part. The worst part? She laughs. It's high-pitched, hysterical. What could be worse than this? I pull out my phone, open the folder with the journal photos. Your mother has been lying to you for years about me, about everything. No. She kept journals, Lily. She documented it. Every lie she told you. Every false memory she planted. She did it on purpose. I show her the phone. The first entry, March 15th, 2016. Lily reads it. Her hands start shaking harder. Today I told Lily that Thomas shouted at me in the kitchen last night. She scrolls. Another entry. June 3rd, 2016. Lily asked if Daddy really forgot her dance recital. Another. August 12th, 2018. Today I told Lily that Daddy said she was a mistake. Lily drops the phone. It clatters on the floor. No, she whispers. No, no, no. Lily, that was my birthday. She's staring at nothing. Her eyes are wide, unfocused. August 12th. That was my 13th birthday. You weren't even home that night. You were at the hospital. That little boy, the car accident, you called me at 11 p.m. to sing happy birthday because you felt so bad you missed dinner. His name was Matthew, I say quietly. My eyes are burning. I stayed because his parents needed me. You said you understood. I did understand. Lily's crying now, full heaving sobs. I did. But then Mom said, she said you chose work over me, that you only called because you felt guilty, that you didn't really care. And I believed her. Oh God, I believed her. Dr. Reynolds hands Lily a box of tissues. Lily takes one, crumples it in her fist. How much of it was fake? She asks. Her voice is small, broken. How much of what I remember, how much of it was real? I don't know, I admit. I don't know what she told you, but Lily, I need you to understand. I never said you were a mistake. I never yelled at your mother. I never threw a plate. I never did any of the things you accused me of in therapy. But I remember. She stops. Her face crumples. No, I don't remember. Not really. I can't see your face. In any of the bad memories, I can never see your face clearly. Because. She looks up at me, horror dawning in her eyes. Because they never happened. They never happened, and she told me they did, and I believed her. You were a child, Dr. Reynolds says gently. Children trust their parents, especially their mothers. You had no reason not to believe her. But I should have known. Lily's voice rises. I should have known Dad would never. He's not like that. He's never been like that. How could I think? She dissolves into tears again. Dr. Reynolds moves closer, puts a hand on Lily's shoulder. I want to go to her, want to hold her, but I don't know if she wants that, if she'd even accept it from me. Lily, I say carefully, there's more. Your mother knew about the DNA. She's known since before you were born. Your biological father is David Morrison, her yoga instructor. Lily's head snaps up. David, but he's... She touches her face, like she's seeing herself for the first time. We have the same eyes. Yes. I met him at the house after you found out about Mom's affair. He was there, and I thought he was just some guy. He's been in your mother's life since before you were born. Lily is quiet for a long moment, processing. Then she asks the question I've been dreading. Why did she do it? Why did she lie to me about you for so long? I pull out one more photo, the text message. David asking what if Lily finds out? Sarah's response. Lily reads it out loud, voice shaking. She won't. And even if she does, by then she'll hate him too much to believe him. I've made sure of it. She looks at me, tears streaming down her face. She made me hate you so that if I ever found out the truth, I wouldn't choose you. She made me hate you on purpose. Yes. Why? I don't know, sweetheart. I really don't know. The word slips out, sweetheart, and Lily flinches, but not away from me, toward me. You still call me that? She whispers. Even after everything, even after I called you a monster in front of Dr. Reynolds, even after I defended her, you still call me sweetheart. You're still my daughter, I say. My voice breaks. The DNA test doesn't change that. You'll always be my daughter. Lily stands up, walks over to me, and then she collapses into my arms, sobbing. I'm sorry, she chokes out. I'm so sorry. I didn't know. I hold her, let her cry. Dr. Reynolds quietly leaves the room, giving us privacy. What did she do to me? Lily asks against my shoulder. What did she do to me? She tried to take you from me, I say, but you're still here. We're still here. We stay like that for a long time. Lily crying, me holding her, both of us mourning the years we lost to Sarah's lies. If you've ever had to watch someone you love realize they've been lied to their entire life, you know there's no pain like it. You can't fix it. You can only be there when they're ready and pray they still want you there. Eventually, Lily pulls back, wipes her face. She looks exhausted. What happens now? She asks. That's up to you. You're 16, old enough to choose where you want to live, who you want to see. I don't want to see her, Lily says immediately. Not right now, maybe not ever. I can't look at her and not see all the lies. That's okay. Is it? Is it okay to hate your own mother? I think, I say carefully, that you need time to process what she did. And maybe someday you'll forgive her. Or maybe you won't. But either way, it's your choice. Not mine, not hers. Yours. Lily nods, takes a shaky breath. Can I stay with you? She asks. I don't want to go back to the house, not with her there. You can stay with me for as long as you want. The consequences for Sarah come fast. Marcus files the custody paperwork 2 days later. Sarah doesn't fight it. Her lawyer knows better. She agrees to supervise visitation only, agrees to stay away from Lily until Lily is ready. But the social consequences are worse. It starts with David Morrison. Someone, I don't know who, maybe Jennifer Corso trying to distance her client, leaks information to David's business partners. Within a week, David is fired from the yoga studio. The owners issue a statement about maintaining professional boundaries and protecting our community values. David's career, built over 17 years, crumbles in days. Sarah's friends find out next. I don't spread the story. I don't have to. In a town this size, secrets don't stay secret, especially secrets this ugly. The text starts circulating, screenshots of the journal entries. People are horrified, not just by the affair, but by the manipulation, the systematic abuse of a child. Sarah's book club drops her. The women she had lunch with every Thursday stop calling. Her yoga friends, the ones who aren't David's clients, distance themselves. I run into Margaret Chen at the grocery store. She and Sarah have been friends for a decade. She sees me, starts to walk past, then stops. Thomas, she says, I need you to know. We didn't know, any of us, if we'd known what she was doing to Lily. I know, I say. How is Lily? She's processing. It's going to take time. Margaret nods. Her eyes are wet. Tell her we're here if she needs anything, any of us. Sarah's world shrinks fast. I get a call from Robert 3 weeks after the truth comes out. You need to see this, he says. He sends me a link, a local news article. Prominent local yoga instructor terminated amid allegations. The article doesn't name Sarah directly, but it doesn't have to. Everyone knows. Sarah calls me that night. First time we've spoken since the lawyer meeting. "You've ruined everything," she says. Her voice is ragged, like she's been crying. "No, Sarah, you did that 16 years ago when you lied about Lily's paternity. 4 years ago when you started poisoning her against me. I never meant for it to go this far." "Yes, you did. You documented it. Every step, every lie, you meant for all of it." There's a long silence. "What do I do now?" she asks. And she sounds lost, genuinely lost. "You face the consequences," I say. "You let Lily heal, and maybe if you're very, very lucky, she'll forgive you someday. But that's her choice, not yours." I hang up. 6 months later, Lily and I are at a coffee shop. It's a Saturday morning. She's got her sketchbook out. She's been drawing again, something she stopped doing years ago, something Sarah discouraged. "It's not a real career," Sarah used to say. "You need to focus on practical things." But Lily loves art, always has, and now she's filling page after page with drawings, working through everything in the only way that makes sense to her. She's in therapy, real therapy, twice a week with a specialist in parental alienation. It's hard. Some days she's angry, some days she's sad, some days she can't get out of bed, but she's healing. We're healing. "Dad," she says. "Yeah? I did something yesterday. I want to show you." She flips to a page in her sketchbook, tears it out carefully, slides it across the table. It's a drawing, the same composition as one of those old drawings from the attic, the ones Sarah made her create. Stick figures, 2 people, but this time they're both smiling, holding hands. The sun is shining, and at the bottom, in Lily's handwriting, "My real dad." Below that, "Thank you for not giving up on me." I can't speak. My throat closes. My eyes burn. "I redrew it," Lily says quietly, "the way it should have been, the way it really was. You were never the angry dad. You were never the scary one. That was all her, and I needed to fix it." I look at the drawing, at Lily's careful lines, her deliberate choice to reclaim this, to take something Sarah twisted and make it true again. "You don't have to thank me," I manage. "Yes, I do. Because even when I hated you, even when I said terrible things, even when you found out I wasn't yours." She pauses, swallows hard. "You stayed. You fought for me. Biology doesn't change that." "No," I agree. "It doesn't. That's what makes you my real dad." We sit in comfortable silence for a while. Other people around us are talking, laughing, living their normal Saturday morning lives. And we're here, 2 people rebuilding something that was nearly destroyed. It's not perfect. Lily still has hard days. She's asked about David twice. Whether she should meet him, whether he wants to know her. I told her the truth. I don't know what David wants, but if she wants to reach out, I'll support her. She hasn't decided yet. Maybe she never will. That's okay too. Sarah is still in town, still alone. Lily hasn't seen her in 6 months. Maybe someday she will. Maybe someday they'll have a conversation about what happened, about why Sarah did what she did. But that's years away, if it happens at all. For now, it's just this. Coffee on Saturday mornings. Drawings that tell the truth. Slowly rebuilding trust that never should have been broken. Lily looks at me across the table, really looks at me. "Look at me," she says softly. I do. "I see you now," she says. "The real you, not the person she tried to make me see, you. And I'm sorry it took me so long." "You have nothing to be sorry for." "I have everything to be sorry for. But," she takes a breath, "thank you for not giving up on me. Thank you for telling me the truth even though it hurt. Thank you for being my dad." Family isn't always blood. Sometimes it's the people who stay when the DNA says they don't have to. If you have a story about found family, about someone who chose you when they didn't have to, I'd love to hear it. Leave it in the comments. We read every single one. I take the drawing, hold it carefully. This isn't just paper and pencil. This is proof. Proof that truth wins eventually. Proof that love is stronger than lies. Proof that even when everything falls apart, you can build something new from the pieces. I see you too, I tell Lily, and I'm proud of you. Every single day I'm proud of you. She smiles. It's small, cautious, but it's real. We finish our coffee, walk out into the sunshine. My daughter, not by blood, but by choice, by love, by everything that actually matters, walks beside me. And for the first time in years, I feel like we're going to be okay.